Certified Management Accounting, CMA, a US-based qualification which has picked up over the last few years tremendously in India. The first question which I'm generally asked about this is, what does management accounting mean? So if you've studied accounting, basic accounting, even in your 12th, you'll think of accounting as balance sheet and profit and loss account. That is financial accounting, and that is necessary for every company because it's statutory. The government has mandated that all companies have to publish the balance sheet and profit and loss account, but for the outside world to see. You can see any company's balance sheet and profit and loss account. All of that comes under financial accounting. However, every company needs to have numbers which are internally decided, which are important to make day-to-day or long-term strategic decisions. The numbers which are internal to a company for their management to make decisions, those numbers, those decisions, those metrics that are decided internally is the work of a management accountant. So as we make a lot of videos on different courses in the field of finance and accounting, we make case studies in the world of finance and business, and videos which might help you either in your academic journey or with your career. So if you like these videos, please do subscribe and leave comments about what else you'd like in the future. Coming back to CMA, point number 1, eligibility. Are you eligible for CMA? The eligibility criteria is actually quite simple. You can start CMA, especially if you're in India, you can start CMA post 12th standard, post grade 12, and you need to fulfill 3 criteria along with that. Criteria number 1, you can start after 12th, but you need to complete your bachelor's degree. Criteria number 2, you need 2 years of work experience. And criteria number 3, you need to apply for the IMA membership. So now when it comes to the academic structure of CMA, the exams are split into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, each which have 6 subjects within them. You can complete both of these on an average within 6 to 9 months with a maximum time limit of 3 years. Wait guys, hold on. As per our statistics, almost 92% of you guys do not subscribe to our channel. So what are we doing? Hold on, subscribe first and then continue the video. When it comes to when you can give these exams, CMA, the options are quite flexible. There are 3 exam windows throughout a year. One in Jan-Feb, one in May-June, and one in September and October. You can give part 1, part 2 in any of these, and each part is an exam of 4 hours. And finally, the passing rate. The passing rate for CMA is relatively high. Part 1 is a little less than 40% and part 2 is a little less than 50%. So if you are, let's say, for example, in college or you've just graduated, you've not really added any academic qualification to your belt and you really don't want to waste a lot of time, this flexible, less than a year kind of an option is perfect because not only is it manageable to do in a short period, but it's really highly recognized in India as well as overseas. Now, another very common question, just like with any other course, what is the scope? What is the expectation if I become a CMA? Starting with India. So, first of all, guys, if you pursue CMA, right? Like I said, because it's a short qualification which you can complete within a year, but it's quite powerful. It's US based, right? That gives you a lot of leverage. You can start working in the kind of companies that CAs get hired in. So the big 4, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, and EY, these kind of companies are always hiring CMAs. Even other multinationals which are industry specific, right? Like Capgemini and like all even tech companies, Apple, Google, CMAs get hired across because all big companies need management accountants to help make day-to-day decisions. What we've seen, if you, for example, go on LinkedIn and you search for people who have the CMA qualification, you will notice that very few of them start with CMA and then they just climb the ladder up because of that one qualification. Most of the times you will have to add it with other qualifications. Maybe it can be CPA, maybe it can be something like an ACCA or a CFA, because then you'll have management accounting as well as chartered accounting on your belt, and that combination is what's extremely powerful. So also besides India, across the world, whether you look at countries such as US, obviously, or you look at Middle East where they hire a lot of CMAs, even countries like China are hiring CMAs relatively more than other countries. So whether you talk about India, whether you talk about only CMA, combining it with another qualification or going overseas, CMA is one of those qualifications which you start and then you've got to figure your way out based on your progress. Also in India, the starting salary package for a CMA along with your bachelor's is anywhere between 4 to 6 lakhs depending on which company you get hired into. So that should give you a gist about taking up CMA based on where you are currently. If you have a plan of doing CMA plus another qualification, or you don't know what next to do, so you're just taking up CMA because it's the easiest step one that you can take. Either which ways, the way forward is going to be based on you, not on the qualification in this case. And finally, the fee structure for CMA. The fee structure is quite simple. You can finish the entire CMA qualification within $1.5 lakh. This includes everything: the exam fees, the entrance, the registration, the study material, the training, everything. And the split over here is, when it comes to paying the body, the IMA, it depends whether you're a student or you're a professional. If you're a student, the fees for entrance and exam is $888. That's close to 66,000 rupees. If you're a professional, it's $1,310. So that comes close to $1 lakh rupees. And the training fees is approximately 50,000 on an average. So you can finish it in less than $1.5 lakh, and you'll be done with the qualification with you before you might graduate. So guys, with that being said, if you like the video, please do leave more comments below it. And if there's something which you all would like us to make videos on, let us know.